welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you haven't gathered by today's title of today's video, we are doing a 24-hour readathon, guys. I have not done a 24-hour readathon in so long, guys, so you guys know what to do. Grab a drink, grab a snack, get comfy, escape the heat as best as you guys can, and let's get on with today's video. So we're doing a 24-hour readathon, guys, and this one is an episode where I'm continuing the series that I'm in the middle of, but 24-hour edition. So I did start the timer this morning, so I do just want to give you a preference of how far in we are. So we are 22 hours 19 minutes and 29 seconds in, and in that time I've been audiobooking The Dawn of the Cursed Queen by Amber V. Nicole, which is the third book in the Gods and Monsters series, and I've got to chapter 10, so I am audiobooking it, guys. So I wouldn't obviously read in 2 hours 82 pages, but I am audiobooking it on 2 times speed, and this book I think on audiobook was like 25.5 hours, so I'm quite happy with the progress that we have made. So obviously I can't really give much detail about this because it is the third book in the series, but we are following Asriel and we're following Diane, and they've been kind of going on a little journey together. So this is what this one's about, and they've just kind of overcoming something at the moment. So yeah, but this book is huge. It is 672 pages long, so it is a very thick book, but I'm hoping that we can get a good chunk of this read. We then have One Last Rodeo by Emma Lucy, which is the third book in the Willow Ridge series, and I feel like these are like interconnected standalone books, so I feel like it should be okay to discuss this, and the writing is huge, which I love, and it's just a short, quick romance book, so I thought why not. And this is a new release that has recently come out, and then we do have another new release that is on the radar, which is Light Wielder by Rachel Schneider, which is the second book in the Fire and Metal series, and I recently guided my reread of Metal Slinger, so I'm very excited to go in with Light Wielder and see what that is about. But those are kind of the books that are on my agenda, just solely on the fact that it is 24 hours. This is a big book, and yeah, I don't want to like push myself to have a big TBR when I don't think I'm going to be able to go through a big TBR, and it is like 34 degrees here in the UK at the moment where I live, and I'm dying and I'm sweating. But I've currently got my partner setting up our little pool, so I will probably most of the time be filming from there. So yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna get the timer going again, and I'm going to start to physically read The Dawn of the Cursed Queen. So I feel like I'm gonna stop yammering and we're just gonna get into it. So I have a little bit of an update, guys. We are currently chapter 32, page 234 in this book, and guys, I just remember how much I genuinely love this book to pieces, and like how much I genuinely just enjoyed the series and the characters that are in it, and just how much fun that I genuinely have like reading Amber V. Nicole's writing. Like I literally have the best time every single time, and I think we have made quite a dent the way through the book now. So I have been sat here for just over an hour or something like that, and I've read 135 pages, so a little bit more than the last time I spoke to you. But we currently have 21 hours and 23 minutes and 9 seconds and counting on the clock, so I feel like we're making good progress. And yeah, I feel like I knew this book was going to take me a long time to read it, just one, the sheer size, and two, how long it's kind of been since I picked up the first and second book in this series. But yeah, I feel like we've got the pool up, I'm comfy on my egg chair, and this is probably where I will be for quite a while. I'm probably going to sit here for the next maybe hour or two, and probably maybe the next hour or something like that, or half hour, but I'm going to continue reading. It's currently 25 to 3 on Saturday at the moment, so I feel like, yeah, and we do have quite a while. I do plan to literally just sit and binge this book as much as I can until I have to go to bed. I'm hoping that we can maybe try and finish it today, but given that it is 672 pages and I'm only 235. I've still got like just over 400. I've got over 400 pages to go, but I'm hoping that we can just sit and devour this as much as possible. But yeah, I'm just having the best time, and I'm loving the weather. I'm moaning it's hot, but I just love that I can just sit outside and read my book and be in like a swimwear and just, yeah. But that is kind of my update for the moment, so I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna stop yammering and I'm just gonna kind of get through to it, guys. So let's carry on reading The Dawn of the Cursed Queen. Excuse the absolute state of me, and I've been in the pool. I've kind of got dressed into what I was wearing before I got in the pool. But I've finished The Dawn of Cursed Queen by Amber V. Nicole, and guys, I'm absolutely obsessed. And yet again, we are left on another cliffhanger. And I'm just obsessed, guys. Like, this whole series I've been obsessed with. Like, I've started a fantasy series this year and I'm the 3rd book in already, and for me it takes me so long to want to continue reading like a fantasy series, like mostly on the fact that I read so many series in a year, or I start so many series in a year, and I just never ever end up finishing a lot of them very quickly. Like, I know I started this back in January. Yeah, I started it back in January and we are now in like July and I still yet to finish it. But like, I never always start a fantasy and want to finish it, but the only reason I didn't finish it is because the sheer size literally intimidates me. But I literally had the best time, guys. Like, if you have not started the Gods and Monsters series, or you have never ever read this book, like, I solely just recommend that you go and read the whole series. Like, I've had the best time, and I just find like Diana is such a character. Like, she's such a character. She literally is so strong, and she literally is just amazing. Like, I literally find, and some of the things that she says, I'm like, yeah, you go, girl. And I love, honestly, the love that's in this book as well. Like, literally, this man will fight for her until the end of the world, and God forbid anything happens, because he will be there. And I really love that. And I just think like fantasy books and romance books in general sometimes just raise our standards. But that is that. So it is, I want to say it's probably around 17 to 18 hours left on the timer. So it's about 6:30 now, so we've still got quite a way to go, and I think I am going to maybe pick up a fantasy book. I do not think I will want to read another fantasy, so I think I'm gonna get a romance book, and I do have the one that I showed you guys earlier, which is the 3rd book in the Willow Ridge series, and I always literally devour those books, so I feel like maybe we are going to start that one. But this, I want to say, will be 4 stars. I think we're going to go with 4 stars, so I think I'm going to go and get the book, and I'm just going to sit out here for a little bit longer, I think, and just read my book, because I absolutely love summer in the sense of I can sit out here until really late and just read my book. But I do want to apologise, guys. I do live by a main road I do live by a main road on the back of my garden, which is where I'm obviously sat, so I just want to apologise if you can literally hear everything going on. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna go and get another book, and yeah, I feel like that's all I've really got to update you for. So 1 book done in this readathon, and we have started off strong with 4 stars. And yeah, I cannot wait to see kind of what the rest of the readathon brings. Hopefully we can maybe find a 5-star, but I don't want to really put that pressure on myself. But yeah, let's just get into it, really. So, as you know, I started One Last Rodeo by Emma Lucy, and I am quite the way through the book. So I feel like I need to talk to you a little bit about what has actually been happening with this book. Excuse the lighting, guys. It's dark, and we're trying to keep all the windows and the curtains shut to try and keep it cool. So we have literally just got a light on and a fan. At the moment, I've had to turn my fan off for a second. But in this, we are following Sawyer and we are following Honey, and Honey and Sawyer used to go to school with each other, basically, and they used to be friends when they were younger, and something happened, and I'm still yet to figure it out, but something happened that stopped them from basically being lovers when they were younger, and she basically returns, I think it's like 9 or 10 years later. Yeah, I think it's like 9-10 years later, then she returns back to Willow Ridge basically, and you kind of see the lives that they very much have differently lived, and you kind of see things happen, and yeah, you're kind of seeing that, what's her name again? Honey has grown up. She has a little son now, and you kind of see how that's come about, and you kind of see how they've lived their lives basically without each other. And I'm literally having the best time. Like, I don't like second chance romances, guys, and I think you would probably know my opinions on second chance romances if you had seen a TikTok video that I posted not that long ago. But I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm having the best time reading this, guys. Having the best time. And yeah, I think it's about 9 o'clock nearly. Yeah, it's 5 to 9, and we have 16 hours and 21 minutes left on the timer. So I think we're probably going to go until about 9-10 o'clock tonight, and then I'm going to be done for the night. So I'm hoping in that time we can finish this book. We are on page 222, chapter 200. No, we are page 222, chapter 23. So I think we've got about, I think it goes up to 300 and something pages. It goes up to 369 pages. So we've got about 140 pages left to go. So I think that's okay amount. So it's probably going to take me another hour and a bit to read this book. So I feel like I'm going to stop rambling, guys. And I think I'm just going to continue reading this book for the rest of the evening. So guys, I thought I would give you a kind of update on where we are with this 24-hour readathon. So it is currently 9:10 and we have 15 hours and 23 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. And I did start and finish last night One Last Rodeo by Emma Lucy, and I had the best time, guys. I honestly had the best time. I rated this a 4-star, but now upon reflection I probably could rate this higher, but I had the best time, and I loved every minute of this. And I think the way that she wrote these characters was stunning. 10/10, had the best time. So my plan is to edit my YouTube video, because I have to edit a YouTube video, otherwise I'm not going to be able to, I wouldn't have posted at all this week on YouTube. And I might kind of do a little bit as to why I haven't, but I feel like I maybe won't do it in this video because it's just a 24-hour readathon. But I was thinking, to continue series that I'm in the middle of, I could find a couple of audiobooks to use. So one of them being that I could use, which is also on my July TBR, which is, let me grab it, which is Nightfall by Penelope Douglas. But I feel like because it's the chunky book, I don't want to kind of start reading it and then I don't want to start, because it's like 20 hours. I don't want to start reading it and then like read the rest. Like I don't know how long it's going to take me to sit and edit, and I feel like audiobooks just take so long, and with a big book like this you're probably going to get into an audiobook and you're only going to be at like 100 pages, and I don't really want that. But I also feel like I do really want to start this, but the only other audiobook that I can read that I'm really in the mood for is The Play, I think it's called, by Elle Kennedy. But I don't know if they have I feel like, oh, that's so annoying, they do not have The Play in the English audiobook. They do have Paladin's Strength in audiobook, but the thing is it's like 15 hours long and I don't really want to. I think we're just going to probably have to start Nightfall, because I don't really have any other ones that I kind of want to read, and I really want to finish the series in this video, and Nightfall is how I'm going to do it. So I think we're going to read Nightfall by Penelope Douglas. I'm going to audiobook it, and then we'll kind of read it on our own. So I'm just going to sit, edit my video and drink my matcha, which I have my strawberry matcha and then yeah, I'm gonna read my audiobook, edit my video. You're gonna see me doing it anyway, so I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm just gonna get on with it. So guys, I have a little bit of an update. I'm so sorry I've got the fan on the lowest setting that I can put it on just because it is quite warm. But as you would have known, I've been audiobooking Nightfall, and I've actually got a good chunk of the way through the book. I'm on chapter 11, page 175. And I'm not gonna lie guys, I've been really enjoying this book. I did not expect to get that far, but I basically sat and I edited and done my thumbnail for my YouTube video, and then I also sat and edited a couple of TikToks that I had made ready to post. So I did a couple of that and I posted a YouTube short. So while I was doing that, I was listening to the audiobook, which was so fun. I had the best time, guys. So I am going to now try and finish the rest of this book physically, because I'm not gonna lie, it's taken me quite a few hours to even get to page 175 on audio, so I feel like I just want to sit and kind of read my book. So that is kind of the update that I have. And yeah, in this we are following Will Grayson and we are following Emery, and basically they go to school together, but it's kind of like you've kind of got like a group of people that Will is in, and he is kind of like a bad person basically. He's a morally grey character at the young age, and you can see he likes Emery, but Emery has kind of got a really big secret that she's trying to keep from everybody. Something's going on in her home life basically, and yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. And yeah, she's kind of been getting involved, shall we say, with Will Grayson, and I really like this book. I'm having a good time, I'm not gonna lie. I just think I want to physically immerse myself into this now, not just audiobook it. I feel like with audiobooks, I don't know if anyone else has the same feeling, but sometimes with audiobooks I can't fully get into the book all the time because I'm not fully reading it. Like, I'm reading it and listening to it, but I want to read the words on the page, if that makes sense. But yeah, just to give you a context of time, it's currently 11:50, so we have the rest of the day to kind of finish. I've got all of that sorted. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna just try and get through as much of this book as I can. It's probably gonna take me the rest of the day to finish this book, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but I will try and keep you as updated as I can. So yeah, I feel like that is probably all that I'm gonna do, because this book is chunky, and if I'm only that far way through the book, I have got all of this, and this book is like 700 pages, I believe. Yeah, this book is 725 pages and I'm only 174 pages in, so I still have a good 600 pages left of this book to go. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna take me a while, and then maybe we might have time to pick another book, who knows. I'm thinking a Kindle book, if I'm being honest, guys. I'm thinking a Kindle book. I feel like that would be really cute and really nice to do, so I think that maybe we could continue a Kindle series that I'm in the middle of. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm just gonna get comfy and cozy and read this. I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna get some food and everything like that. So yeah, that's kind of my update, guys, so I will see you in a little while. So I have literally sat at a part where I've literally just read chapter 22, and if you know what has happened in this book, I've just had to literally stare at my fence for like a minute or two, because I can literally see these two, and like, they're just two people that just want each other, but they can't. Or like, Will's finally admitted that he can have her, and now Emery isn't admitting that, but you know she likes him, and she thinks that she's trying to protect herself, but also protect him from what's going on. And it just makes me sit here and stare for a minute because I just want to cry, because I literally think this book is going to destroy me, guys, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm literally 353 pages into this book, so I'm like literally halfway, guys. I'm halfway, and I just remember how much I'm enjoying this book and how much I just love every minute of this book, and why I just love this series, because this series literally pulls emotions out of me that I didn't expect to pull out of me, and it's stunning. It's literally stunning, guys. That is stunning. Guys, I have a very big confession to make. I have literally sat here and absolutely binged this book. I literally had the best time, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I had the best time, and I really recommend that you read the Devil Knight series if you haven't read it already, because I had the best time. I'm so sad that I finished this, but I've also ticked off another series, and I'm just forever grateful to be able to tick another series off. But guys, I have a bit of an update. It is currently about 5 o'clock. So it's literally just about to come 5 o'clock. And you're probably wondering, girl, why are you in bed? Because somehow my bedroom is the coolest place in this house, and I am literally here for it. I need the coolest room in the house at the moment because I cannot cope. And yes, I have fan on and I'm just cool. And I had a really cold bath, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have a cold bath and I'll be cool again. No, and I'm just in like a bralette and some shorts, so guys, I promise I'm safe to be on the internet like this. But yeah, we are 8 hours and 13 minutes left on the clock, so I think I'm going to find another book to read. I really don't know whether I just want to read a Kindle book or whether I want to read another physical book. I've been loving having physical copies in my hand, but I don't know whether I want to read a Kindle book or not. I'm not sure. So I feel like I need a little bit of time to decide what I'm going to do, because the only thing is the last 2 books that I could use that are on my TBR is Light Builder by Rachel Schneider, but I also want to annotate that, and I feel like it's going to take a while. And we have A Court of Frost and Starlight, that's the one. A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J Maas, which is my reread for Akatar, which is the 3rd book, and it is small, but again, I want to reread it, and I don't know whether this video would be a good time to do it. I don't know, but I do have a couple of series on my Kindle that I could technically read. I've got the one by Elle Kennedy, the 3rd book. I think it's a play, which is like Hunter Davenport's book, so I could do that one. So I do have a couple of books that I can choose, but I think once I've made my decision, guys, I will kind of update you then and there. So guys, it's a little while later and I have finished A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J Maas, and look at my complete annotated copy. It's so pretty and I had the best time. Like, I think the second time round I felt like I enjoyed it more than the first time, and I don't know why, but I still had the best time. And it just remembers like how much these characters have literally gone through from the first 3 books. Like, this book just solidifies how much every single one of them has gone through, what life challenges they've had to face within the rule of like Amaranthine, whatever her name is, the lady underneath the mountain, and kind of how much every single one of those characters has lost something. And I'm just so glad that I have ticked off this book, because that means I only have one left, which is A Court of Frost and Starlight. No, that's the one I just read. A Court of Silver Flame, sorry, is the one that I have left. Now, I don't really know. I haven't really got anything physically other than Light Builder by Rachel Schneider, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm really not feeling reading that at the moment. So I'm just going to see if there is anything else on the cart that maybe I haven't thought of. I feel like I did not realise how hard this would be to just do it solely physical copy, because I could go straight into A Court of Silver Flames, but I really don't want to, because that's a whole book that I've got to annotate, and I feel like I finished a series. That's what we have done, and then I've pretty much continued series that I'm in the middle of, or I've made myself up to date with a series that I'm in the middle of. So I think I'm just gonna get my series tracker out really quickly, guys. Bear with me a second. It's probably gonna cover half of me. Yeah, I thought it would. Let me just move that here, because I'm gonna get my tracker up from Notion, and I feel like I'm probably gonna do a whole video on my series tracker and how I made it. So let me know if that's something that you are interested in, because I feel like I'm going to do a mini TikTok on it as well. So we have the Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole. There is 4 and we have read 3. No. Yeah, we have read 3 of those books, so we are all up to date with that one. So I'm just gonna see, so we could read one on my Kindle. So we have The Compelling Fate Saga by Sophie St. Germain, and I have read 2 of the books out of the 4, so we could read that, and that is on my Kindle, and I do have some space in my Kindle now. We could read the Hunted Omega series by April L. Moon, which is kind of like a wolf mate shifter one, and I've read 2 out of 6 books, so I'm quite far behind on that one. I don't have that. We have The Curse of the Fair. I've read 3 books out of 5, so we could maybe look for the 4th book on that. Maybe I'm up to date with that. I don't have the next books. We do have Fire and Metal, but again, I don't have the next book. Silver Elite, I don't have the next book. Shield of Spires, I don't have the next book. The Saint of Steel, I don't have the next book. I only have it on audiobook, and I think I want to read it because I had the best time reading it. I feel like I'm going to move you down a little bit, guys. Bear with me a second. I just hope my boobs are not the main attraction of this. I am just in like a bralette, and I'm having the best time just trying to remain cool. Willow Ridge, we can actually change to up to date now, because I have read 3 out of the 3 books. Silver Pines, I don't have the next book. Devil Knight series we can click off as finished, which I will currently quickly just do, as we've read 4 books in that out of the 4. We do have the Addicted to You series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. That is 10 books, and we've read 6 so far, so we could maybe start the next book. We do have the Wells and Ranch series by Bailey Hannah. I've read 1 book out of that, maybe 2. And there are quite a few. We have the Briar You series. We actually have the new release of The Vipers, which is Tempting Venom. So maybe we could start that, which is also on my Kindle. Thursday Murder Club we have read, so we are up to date with that one. I read that this week, and I had the best time with that, guys, not gonna lie. So maybe, I don't know, I feel like we've already read a dark... What have we read? We've read 2 fantasies, we've read a romance, and we've read we've read A Quarter for Starlight. Yeah, we've read 2 fantasies, a standard romance, and we've read a dark romance. So we could technically read anything. I'm all up to date on all of my mystery thriller ones, because I thought maybe we could go for a mystery thriller and have read everything, but I've read all of them. So I feel like, do I want to continue a series that I have been in the middle of for ages, or do I want to go in with a with a new release? I don't know what to think, guys. Let me have a little think. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm the Viper series or Addicted to You series. I think those are the 3 that are calling my name, and they're all romance books. I think that I might go with... I think I'm going to go with the next book in the Briar You series, which is, I think it's the play, and that is Hunter Davenport's book. And I really am interested in Hunter Davenport. Like, obviously, I'm just really obsessed with his book. And obviously, if you have been watching the off-campus series, you would know that he's made an appearance in the off-campus series and how he made his appearance, and the way that he's been done in that makes me really want to read Hunter Davenport's book. I think we're going to go with that, so I'm going to pop a picture up, but I think we're going to read the play by L. Kennedy, so I'm going to download that book now. And yeah, so it's currently about 25 to 9, so I don't think we're going to get that far in. We've got about 5 hours, like about 5 hours and I think 20 odd minutes left on the timer. So obviously this will pass into Monday, but that's fine. I can finish it in the afternoon. So yeah, I think that we're going to go with the play by L. Kennedy, and I'm so excited, guys. So yeah, I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to go get the book. Hello guys, and I thought I would give you a little bit of an update. So it is obviously Monday. I have got my hair in the mini slip back. It was a new thing that I tried. I've seen everyone do it, so let me know what you think of this hairstyle, because I really like it, guys. And we're not here for a hairstyle update. I've literally just been up and down those stairs about 20,000 flipping times. I have just had a Shein parcel being delivered, so I tried on that, and that's not anything to do with the video. I'm just yapping, guys. But we are here to talk about the book that I started last night. So we started the play by L. Kennedy, and we got, I want to say maybe like 80 odd pages in last night, so I'm just going to check. Yeah, we've got 84 pages, chapter 10, and we have 4.5 hours left on the clock, so we're going to complete those 4.5 hours today. So it is currently 2:45, so we're probably going to end up finishing at like 7:15 if all goes well. So yeah, in this book we are following Hunter and we are following Demi, and I don't really know much about them. Hunter is obviously a hockey team player and Demi's in the university basically. And if you didn't know, this is the spin-off of the off-campus series known as the Briar You series, and this is the third book in the series, and they're kind of like interconnected standalones basically. I'm having the best time, and I was hoping to get more read than I did of this book yesterday, so I feel like I'm just going to sit and divulge into this book. And it's really hot, really sunny, so I think I'm gonna go and camp out in the garden maybe and read some of my book. And yeah, we're just gonna have the best time. I'm so excited to sit and read. And the reason I finished a little bit earlier than what I usually do is I had a blood test. I've taken the little thing off, but I had a blood test, and yeah, that's why I finished early today. And I wasn't expected to be back as early as I was, so I feel like I've got a whole afternoon to just sit and read, and then we probably will get in the pool later, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very excited. So yeah, this is going to be our last day of filming of the 24-hour readathon, and I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited to kind of wrap up. So the books that we have read so far is The Dawn of the Cursed Queen. We have read A Court of Frost and Starlight. We have read, what else have we read? We've read Nightfall. I think we've only read 3 books. This will be our 4th book. I think that's really good. I think that's really good, guys. Not gonna lie, I think that's really good. Bearing in mind that we've had audiobooks on as well, but I'm just yapping. I don't need to yap this much, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stop yapping now, and I'm just gonna get into the video and finish the play by L. Kennedy off. So that is the end of our 24-hour readathon, guys, and I cannot actually believe that I am saying that I've literally read 4 books and got like 60 to 70% through a 5th book. Like, what is going on? But I thought I would kind of wrap up, tell you all the books that I've read, number 1. Number 2, tell you what I think of them. Number 3, kind of just a breakdown what we read, basically. So the first book that we read was The Dawn of the Cursed Queen by Amber V. Nicole, and guys, I was obsessed with this book. I had the best time. I am just going to go and grab what I rated these on Goodreads just so that I can absolutely tell you everything. But I literally had the best time literally reading this book. I did a bit of both. I immersive read a little bit of it, so I read it on audiobook when I was doing stuff, and then I did physically read the book as well. And I did try to read the audiobook while I was reading the book, but I couldn't find a speed that I liked, so I felt like I couldn't then do it. But I'm just getting Goodreads up because I'm pretty sure I rated this a 4-star, I want to say, but I do just want to double check and make sure that I haven't said the wrong rating for this when it loads. I do apologize, guys. So yes, I rated this a 4-star, and I literally had the best time reading this book. Obviously, it's the 3rd book in the series, guys, so I couldn't really chat to you about this book. But honestly, if you have not read the Gods and Monsters series, I solely recommend you reading it because I literally had the best time, and I'm absolutely obsessed with these characters, Diane and Samikil, in this series. I'm just obsessed, and I forget how much I literally love this world because I read the first 2 books ages ago, and then I didn't read, and just kind of how much I genuinely enjoyed this book. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it was just the first fun time in the whole entire world. We then read Nightfall by Penelope Douglas. We then read Nightfall by Penelope Douglas, and we finished a series, guys, in this reading vlog. And I'm just so glad that we finished a book and finished a series, and I just literally had the best time reading this. And I honestly think, I'm pretty sure I rated this a 4.5 star, a 4 or a 4.5 star. Yeah, I rated this a 4-star, and again, had the best time. I would definitely say Nightfall and Hideaway were my favourite out of the Devil Knight series. And again, if you have not read the Devil Knight series, I solely recommend that you go do it because honestly, the best thing I ever did was start this series. We then read A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas, and I did annotate my copy, and this was a reread. I need to do a reread because ACOTAR 6 and 7 are due to come out very, very soon, so I need to do my reread, and I thought I might as well just do a reread. I just didn't want to get into a slump, guys. That was my concern, is that I didn't want to get in a slump, and I wasn't put in a slump. I didn't have to worry about a slump because I devoured everything, and I rate this a 3-star, guys. I rated the novellas. I always rate a novella 3 stars because it's not a full-size book, and it's literally just telling me what's happened after something that's happened in this book. So, well, after book 3, should I say. But I had the best time. It was so fun, and I really recommend reading the ACOTAR series if you haven't. I love this book. We then read the play, which I'll pop a picture up here. We then read the play by Elle Kennedy, and I want to say I rated that 3.5 star. Again, I literally had the best time reading this, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I just love it with all my heart. And the Briar U series and the Off Campus series, just I'm absolutely obsessed with, guys, and I rated that 3.5 star. I had the best time. And then the book that we did end up starting but I didn't end up finishing is The Summer Girl by Elle Kennedy. I just think I'm on an Elle Kennedy binge, guys. I'm just on an Elle Kennedy binge. But I did start The Summer Girl by Elle Kennedy, which is the 3rd book in the Avalon Bay series. And I've read the first 2 ages and ages and ages ago when it came out. And I never ever picked up the 3rd book, and I don't know why I didn't pick it up sooner because this has given me the best summer vibes ever, guys. The UK is already in summer and is giving me the summer vibes, but I needed the book to match the vibes, and this certainly did it. I'm not gonna lie, I got to about, I want to say, yeah, I'm 69% the way through chapter 24, and I'm having the best time, guys. And I'm not gonna lie, I can see myself rating this a solid 4-star, But that is all that I read for the 24-hour period, and I hope that you had the best time, and I hope this tells you or gives you a sign that maybe you need to do a 24-hour readathon to continue some series that you guys are in the middle of. But that is enough of me yapping. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTubey stuff you know how to do, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!